Yeah, and we are on YouTube now. So, hello guys, good afternoon. Hello Jimenez. Hello people who follow us on YouTube as well. We are here for a new English immersion in the platform of Talk and Talk. We normally start with a short presentation about the platform. So, Talk and Talk is a platform of languages where you can learn and you can practice different languages such as English, Spanish, French, Mandarin, and others that are gonna start the next year. Something that is important to point is that it is not a regular English class. So I'm not an English teacher. I'm here as a student. I'm here just for guiding and leading the conversation. I just brought a specific topic to the table today, and we are going to try to create a real English conversation. We normally start with a self-presentation, and I think that it's so important because we can let our minds know that we are switching to another language. So we are going to start with our self-presentation. So Jimenez, go ahead. Could you please introduce yourself? Sorry, I cannot hear you.
And now, okay. My name is James. I'm a software developer. I started on talking through 22. Uh, my free time, I like go out with my wife, play with my kids. I have three kids. I'm married. I have three kids, and I love spend more time with them. And that's it.
Thank you so much, Jimenez, for finishing this part, me guys. So for those who don't know me, my name is Christian Jimenez. I am Bolivian. I am from Bolivia. I currently live here in Brazil. I'm 32 years old. I work in IT area as a full stack software developer. I'm married and I have free time. I really enjoy learning new languages and playing football and volleyball when I have the opportunity. And that's it a little bit about me. So let's move on to our today's subject and today's question. Today we'll be talking about competition because here in Toronto we having a competition, the hosts. Let's see if I will be in the podium. I'm not sure. I am doing my best. So that's why I brought this subject for our today's conversation. So let's read the first question. I'm gonna start with you because we are just you and I. So, Jimenez, what does competition mean to you? How does it influence your personal or professional life? What do you think? Um, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I asked the first question.
Uh, can you
Uh,
read?
yeah, can you hear
Can you
me?
hear
Well,
me?
no, no, yeah, I am hearing. Can you
Can you
hear me now?
hear me? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Can I hear?
yeah. So
Uh,
I read the first question. Go ahead.
okay. About this question, the competition. What's the competition mean to you? Yeah. Uh, and how does it influence your personal or professional life? Uh, competition is Oh, it's hard. The question is hard. Today, competition is different. When I'm teenager, competition. Oh, today is more about me, uh, eu não sei falar em inglês, superar meus objetivos, superar minhas marcas. Competition is personal for me. And when I teenager, competition is more about the school, the football with my friends is we have a lot of competitions. When today um, and adult life is the competition is change the significado.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think that the meaning of competition changes with the time, and I would say that we live in a world where competition is everywhere. We compete in our jobs, in maybe in the university, and the different activities that we do. We are always in competition. So about me, I'm not sure if it influenced in my personal life or in my professional life because, as you said, I think that we are in a age of our life where we stop competing with others or comparing our lives with others, and we just concentrate in our goals or in achieving our goals, our objectives. So. Yeah, I'm gonna say that it doesn't impact my personal or my professional life. So let's move on to the question number two, that in this case it's the question number three. I'm gonna read it. I am gonna let you answer, okay? Do you believe competition is always healthy? Why or why not?
Uh, that depends of competition. Existence good competitions, and the football is common. It's common. The comparison Cristiano Ronaldo versus Messi is good for the players because you can win uh, new challenges, new competitions, new leagues, and win real, new challenges for the. But exists not good bad competitions. For example, when the person compare us, um, social media, Instagram, is so bad because social media is not real. Is the good moments for the life of people, and it's not true. The 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 person on social media is not real. It's not real, and the comparison is a bad competition. It's bad for your health. It's bad for your mental health, and it's more prejudicial.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you, Jimenez. I think that social media has transformed this world differently now. I think that with that, people normally start comparing their life with others. I think it's not good for our healthy, for our mental health. A good example about a healthy competition and the not healthy one. I would say I'm gonna put one example that is about the sports. Maybe when you play football, when you apply for play, for example, I think that is a healthy competition, as well when the players or a specific person learns how to lose as well, because sometimes we just want to win, and life doesn't work like that. So we need to be ready to lose sometimes from time to times, and as well we need to learn how to win, because there are some, I think those emotions are so how can I say it, con, cons, con, I forgot the word in English, but so they are different emotions, and we need to know how to handle them. Uh, that's it. That those are some examples that I can tell now. So let's move on to the question number five. So I'm gonna read the fifth one. So how do you handle losing in a competitive situation? How do you do it, Jimenez?
Okay, depends the situation. When I prepare for the competition, I mean, I'm very bad because I'm lost. For example, uh, for writing job interview in English is a good challenge. But when I have a fit for the vacancy, for the opportunity, and I can't pass the process, is I'm feel bad because it's but in our case, I don't feel bad because this is a lot of situations when you can't prepare it late.
Thank you so much, Jimenez, for sharing. So in my case, I consider myself like a competitive person, even more on sports. As I already said, I love playing volleyball and football. So I used to play in different championships in my country, in different championships with my friends. So I was the kind of guy who didn't know how to lose. And I think that I'm kind of that, but just in sports. I think that in real life, I really learned how to lose, how to win as well. But in sports, I don't. I think I cannot handle it in the way that I would like to. And that's it about me. So let's move on to the next question. In this case, will be this 7-1. So it goes like this. What strategies do you use to stay motivated during competition? What do you think about it?
Okay, I think on the result, the good result, it's motivated uh, for for competition on football. I love football, and I think yeah, my team is good. My team can win this competition. It's very good, but when I have for a challenge. I think in our situation, for example, for the job interview, I think, oh, the salary is higher than my job today, and it's for example, stay motivated. Uh, when I have a good book for read. Uh, Right now, I'm reading the cracking the code interview. Do you know this book? The book it have 600 pages. It's very good in English, but is it's a very good book because it's technical and I like technical books. And I think this book helped me understand more English. This book can help me for increase my grammar, my vocabulary, and it's helped me stay motivated.
Yeah, I think that maybe when we think not just about the reward, that sometimes it's what motivate us to keeping comparing. I think that we can lose the patch. I think that we can win, or we can, yeah, we can win more things than just the final reward. So, and I found so interesting that everything that you talk about competition, you relate it with job interviews. And in fact, job interviews are competition because you are competing with the others, with other professionals. And if you get hired, it's because you won that position. So, yeah, I think that it's a good one. And maybe another one that I would like to add, it's that maybe when we are learning something new, you mentioned something about reading books. Maybe you are competing not with others, but you are competing with yourself. You are trying to be a better professional or a better person. I don't know, and you are competing with yourself. So yeah, it's something that I wanted to say. So thanks so much, Jimenez. Let's go on to the next question.
Christian, Christian,
Mhm.
exist situations we can't prepare. For example, today I'm happy because I had an interview scheduled, but it was cancelled because I don't have I don't speak Spanish fluent, and it's boring because the process is the Canada, and the Canada speak English, and the France no Spanish.
That's so curious. So you had an job interview for a Canadian company, and they asked you to speak Spanish fluently.
Yeah,
What the heck? So interesting, so interesting. Yeah, I didn't have that kind of experience. So curious to know. Maybe you could share that position with me. I will be happy to do to give the interview.
yeah.
Okay, thanks so much, Jimenez. So let's move on to the next question. I think that we read the seventh one. I'm gonna skip the ninth one. So let's move on to the 11th one in this case. So,
Okay.
what role does preparation play in your approach to competition? What do you think about it?
Oh, it's important. It's very important. Uh, do you need preparation for the competition, for new challenge? Because if you don't if you don't preparation, you lose. It's right. Uh, and you need the preparation. Existing many a lot of ways for preparation, but you need now your melhor forma, the better way for preparation. For example, the job interview, you can you can speak in English later. The job interview, it's important, it's help, but it's not mainly this process. Uh, Sometimes the other person answer situation you can't bring in English. It's very hard.
I I totally agree with you, Jimenez. I would say that preparation is crucial. It's essential when you are comparing or when you are before comparing. So yeah, I think it's important to win. Sorry, it's impossible to win when you don't prepare yourself for a specific competition. And you brought to the table again the example of interviews. I'm not sure if you could get that dreamed job just just going there to the interview. You need to be prepared for that. You have to practice. You have to read maybe some technical concepts. I think that it's impossible to win those kind of things without preparation. Yeah, so I agree with you. So thank you so much, Jimenez. Let's move on to the next question. I'm gonna read that one and then I'm gonna let you answer it, okay? So the question number 13. Have you ever faced an unfair advantage or disadvantage in a competition? How do you respond?
Okay. Exists a situation when I was teacher. Uh, I participate for the process, uh, and the my colleagues, teachers or teachers participate too. Uh, when I did a selection process, all candidates had a master degree or doctorate, and I don't have master degree. But my colleagues did a poor job because uh, they believe on the master degree or the doctorate, and their process don't sufficient for the role, the expectation for the process, and my job is the one of the job accepted in the selection process. It's a good experience. I'm in disadvantage in the competition, but my colleagues have advantage, but don't make a good job.
Yeah, that's it. And something interesting that you mentioned is that it doesn't matter it was a good experience or a bad experience. In your case, a bad experience, like facing disadvantage in that s- job job interview or job selection, I would say. Maybe made you learn new things, or maybe made you be ready to face these kind of things as well in the future. So yeah, I think that is important to face those kind of obstacles as well. Something I wanted to add to about that question. Well, a personal experience. Maybe I face an advantage, maybe in this competition that we are having here in Talk and Talk, because there were some immersion in Spanish that if you participated on them, you 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 earned it 5 points. I think it was an advantage for me because for me it's not a problem speaking in Spanish, and maybe for my colleagues it's a disadvantage because for them it can be like a stressful time when you don't feel like comfortable speaking Spanish. So maybe that was an advantage. How I handled it, I'm not sure. I don't feel guilty because I think that I didn't do anything wrong or anything bad, so I feel normal now. Maybe my colleagues will have other kind of advantages as well, so makes me feel uh, make me feel calm or not guilty. So let's move on to the next question, Jimenez. I think that it will be the 15th one. I'm gonna read it and then I'm gonna let you answer it. How do you evaluate your success and in a competition by winning or by personal improvement? Is the question number 15. Sorry, I cannot hear you.
How do you evaluate your success in a competition by win or personal improvement? Uh, I'll always compare it with the results, the last results, and I compare to see I'm improving my result in in all situations. I eu faço isso, né? For example, this year I lost two. kilograms. But when I look at it overall, I lost 7 kilograms of mass fat and gained 5 kilograms of muscle. It's a good result, but when I can see the general, I lost two kilograms. It's not good.
Maybe we could say that sometimes we need to lose to win.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
in my case, let me see. I think that nowadays I measure or I assess my the competition or the result of the competition something by personal improvement because I think that as I already said we need to learn how to win and we are no or we won't be able all of the time be to win. So I think that every time that I participate in a competition or something like that, the result is always personal evaluation. Something if I grew personally or if I learned something new, if I maybe took advantage of that opportunity and I learned a lot from it, maybe I already won. It's the way that I think nowadays. So that's it about me. So let's move on to the question number 17. We are almost finishing our today's questions. So the question number 17. What impact does competition have in your stress levels in overall well-being?
It's sad. Papai tá aqui. Uh, in my case, I have three kids, three children. It's already a life when I have to give up a lot of things. Uh, I stopped studying for certifications because they take up a lot of my time. And I need to spend time with my kids, my children. It's important for me. It's important for the um uh, study for certification is stressful. It's not easy. It's stressful. Or study another language is stress. It is not easy. Studying English, Spanish is stressful. But Spanish is more easy for me. Portuguese native speaker is more easy than English. Is less stressful than studying English. But I need learning English because in technology, English is the mainly language. Uh, and the stressful the stressful the stress for me is study for new certification. Is bad.
Got it. I completely agree with you about the English. English is a must nowadays if you want to work in IT area. And about the question, let me see here. I used to stress so much when I used to get stressed easily when I used to play in those championships that I mentioned. But nowadays, I think that I changed that. I don't worry a lot or about so much the result or about winning. I think that I concentrate or I focus more on the result or my in my personal or the thing that I mentioned it that the things I have learned, if it will help me to learn something new or it will help me in the future. So that's the way that I think competition. I see competition nowadays. So let's move on to our last question. So let's read it and then you will answer it, please. Can competition bring out the best and the worst in people? Share examples from your experience.
The the best I don't know. The worst is more is for can see. Uh, uh, in situation, a friend transformed when he played football. He became recognizable. Uh, well, the good, the best, and the person. I don't know. I
Maybe the best side of the person that we can see in competition, maybe the efforts that they do before or the preparation that they do to give the best of them. And I totally agree about the that it's kind of more common to see the worst part of a person in a competition. Uh, I I know a quote that it's not I'm not sure it's a quote, but if you want to really know a person, you need to see that person playing something that that person really like. For example, a person who loves to play football. If you want to know that person completely, you need to know how he or she behaves on playing. And I totally agree with that because I used to lose my mind when I play at volleyball or football. But I already said I changed that. I'm not like that anymore. And that's it, Jimenez. We finished our today's question. I think that was an interesting conversation. And I would like to know from you, how was the immersion for you today? How, if you learned something new, just let me know now. Go ahead.
oh, yeah, good, good mention. It's the theme is different, and help me think different in English about competition. Um, it's a good theme. I need to think more about this in English.
Thank you so much, Jimenez, for sharing your experience and your insight. And thank you so much again for being here. We finished our today's immersion. I hope to see you in my next one. I just sent you here our survey link. It is so helpful for improving your experience in the platform and as well for improving my performance as a host here. And that's it for today. I wish you a wonderful weekend. And as already said, I hope to see you in my next immersion. And that's it. So see you later.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.